Darryl Harborough was the coach of the New South Wales countryside in those days. We were playing Sydney at TG Milner Field, and it was a fairly important match because out of that were going to come the New South Wales side and obviously players out of that from Australia side. So, and it was prior to the English coming out for their tour. So it was a fairly important match.
It came about at training, and he announced to us that we have a number of moves, and one of them was the up the jumper move. And he asked us to, going through in practice, to form a horseshoe, whereby John Hipwell was to tap the ball and join the horseshoe. And I think there's probably a fullback still in position in case we muffed it. And then I held my jersey out and I put it up the ball under my jumper. All the other players put their hands up their jumper, and then we were to, on a signal, charge towards the opposition, and no one obviously knew where the ball was to be. And I wasn't all that happy about it because I could visualise being tackled with the ball up my jumper and then rucked to death by the opposition. So I said to Hippie when training was over, I said, "John, we won't be trying that one, will we?" And he said, "No, Greg, we won't be trying that one."
We were down 16-20, I think it was. We were down. In those days, it was only 4 points for a try. And we were awarded a penalty. It was about 30-odd metres out, I think it was.
And we just happened to be right next to Darryl Harborough and Ross Turnbull, who was the manager. And he was yelled out, "Tap five, tap five." And I said, "No, Hippie, tap one, which is just straight out the backs." And he said, "Tap five," and we did it. And it just worked fantastically. And I mean, my memories of that was turning to the opposition, and there's Ray Price was there, dropping everyone in sight, and they were obviously absolutely and totally confused. And I pulled the ball out way before I should have, I guessed, and they were herding me to the sideline, and I threw the ball back inside to Jeff Shaw, who took it to within about 5 yards, and then he was tackled and threw it to Brian Mansell, who crashed over in the corner.
No, it's not. It's a new move, this one. This is a newie. This looks like American gridiron. Well, someone's got the ball, but who is it? It's Cornelsen. And Shaw's close. Back in field. Who's onto it? And over the line, a big forward. Mansfield, a try! Mansfield has scored.
So that locked the game up at 20-all, and then Jimmy Highmarsh kicked the conversion from the sideline, and we won 22-20. And it was just one of those magical moments that you'd never ever forget. And it received an enormous amount of publicity, around the world for that matter. And they banned it subsequently, of course, within I think a few days of the game, being out of the spirit of the game of rugby, I think. But and it was a magic moment, and typically Darryl Harborough.
No, it's not. It's a new move, this one. This is a newie. This looks like American gridiron. Well, someone's got the ball, but who is it? It's Cornelsen. And Shaw's close. Back in field. Who's onto it? And over the line, a big forward. Mansfield, a try! Mansfield has scored.
Those sorts of things were the sort of innovative ideas that Darryl had come up with and said, well, it hasn't been done before, but why not try it? And we were young and eager and the whole bit, and said, well, okay, we'll give it a try. And in that particular game, it came off. We tried it against England later on at Goulburn, but they were aware of what was going on, and it didn't have the surprise that it did in that Sydney game.